If you ever wondered what cowboys ate back in the day,
These pies.
You know it has to be good if they've been doing it for over a century.
So we've been searching the internet for the best pies in the country, and lo and behold, I think we found them.
I'm gonna go home with at least 4 pies today, if not 5.
I feel like this is one of those places where you drive by, but you never stop, but the one time you do, you regret never stopping there before.
Rock Springs Cafe is famous for their pies, so we want to learn what makes them so great and what we can do at home to make ours almost as good.
This is apple crumb is what we're gonna
Apple
make.
crumb pie.
Yes. So those are Granny Smith's green apples. They have higher pectin levels.
Granny Smith apples are the perfect apple for this pie because they're tart, they're crisp, and they'll keep a little bit of their firmness when they're baked.
Yeah, if you use a regular apple that doesn't have high pectin levels, it's gonna break down and you're gonna have an applesauce pie. This is our filling. You only wanna put about 2 cups of that in there.
Oh, this is warm.
Yeah, let's mix it.
Oh, wow.
It just got off the kettle.
Okay. And then what's in our sauce here?
That's cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg.
Some secret stuff? Do you have some secret stuff? I'll figure out the secrets. I will figure them out. The sauce is poured all over the apples. You need about 2 cups of it. It's a lot of sauce. You really want it really juicy.
So you bring it.
Oh, let's get our hands dirty.
This is what we do.
Can I use my hands?
Yes.
Oh, that warm filling gets cool really quick. These apples were super cold.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a tip or a technique? Is that cold apples?
IQF, individually quick frozen. Reason for that is that they're done fresh.
Sometimes you'll have apple pie and the filling is a lot of sauce and not a lot of apples. This is the opposite. It is all apples.
All the pies cook from the middle out, okay?
Is it a special type of oven or?
It is a stand-up rotating oven,
Okay.
and the temperatures are 215 before these pies are done.
That seems kind of low for a pie,
But
215?
it's really not. It's
Okay.
perfect.
One of the tips and techniques of this apple crumb pie is it's baked twice. You put a little crumb topping on, leaving the center open for steam to escape.
This would go in the oven with the middle open for 45 minutes. Then we pull it out and we top it with another cup and put it in for another 25
That's
minutes.
what browns.
Yes.
All the pies aren't baked in a normal oven. They're baked in a huge rotating oven. I'm gonna take this to the laboratory. We're gonna break it down. Reveal the secrets on the internet later. But I like the double bake technique. I've made some crumb pies before where I just put the top on and then
let it
bake
go.
it, but you get a
need
better
a level.
texture
Yeah.
on top if you bake it for a little bit and then put another coat of the
Yeah.
crumb topping on.
It works great. I love our pies. They're good.
How many of these do you guys go through?
We make 40 to 45 apple crumbs a day.
A day.
A day.
But look at this bowl of apples. It's a whole pot full of apples, and you really gotta get your back into it. This thing is so many apples. Rock Springs Cafe is a regular restaurant. It's a cafe. You can get your burgers, your sandwiches, your soups, your salads, all the normal things.
Honestly, walking in, it feels like you just stepped back into time.
It was established in 1918 as a restaurant, as a hotel, really kind of the only thing in the area, so everybody passing through had to stop there.
They rode a horse in one time.
A cowboy rode a horse inside the saloon.
Inside the saloon, yeah.
So I am making the lemon meringue, which Christopher is very jealous because he wanted to learn the meringue technique.
When we start with our meringue pie, we start with our fresh lemon, our sugar, and we put it in a kettle and we bring it to a rapid boil.
Okay.
And then we add cornstarch, which thickens it. And then once it's nice and thick and there's no lumps, all the cornstarch is nicely mixed, we then pour it in containers for it to cool. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the base and you're gonna smooth it down because you want it to touch the crust so you don't have any air gaps.
Okay.
Nope, sideways, do it sideways.
Oh, already messing up.
It's all right.
Can I do it this way? Feels more natural for
Yes.
me to go that
Yeah.
way. So, meringue is really simple to make. It is just egg whites, sugar, and cream of tartar.
So now I want you to grab it, hold your spatula like this, bring it like this, and go up.
And it's a, oh.
You want to bring it so, and constantly wipe off your excess.
Okay.
And then smooth this out so you don't have any real ridges. Kind of try to make it as smooth as possible.
Okay.
Okay, bring it kind of up. Oh, perfect. There you go.
The pressure is on with this meringue topping because the consistency of meringue can change if you don't get it onto the pie and use the torch in a timely manner.
You're gonna bring it over and you're gonna go like this, and that's your peak.
Okay.
And do it all over the place.
All over. Making the peaks is really fun, and it's way easier than you would think.
So how long from start to finish does it take to make a lemon meringue
A
pie?
whole batch takes about 2.5 to almost 3 hours, depending on what all you're doing.
The lemon filling is cooked. It's not baked. You actually put it into a big pot and you bring it to a rapid boil, and then you stop and you let it cool for an hour. The torch adds a little bit of toasted flavor, but it's really just for the visual effect.
How close do I get? Oh, no,
That just told you. Kind of give it a tilt where you're kind of going above because you want to give, yes, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to get that,
do you want it?
you want to burn all of it.
But the crust you guys think is the best. It's like a secret.
It is a secret. Let's just say cold butter is #1.
Cold butter? Everything I read says room temperature butter.
Cold butter is what gives you that flakiness.
Really?
Yes. The water needs to be cold too. It helps it all come together and become this nice, I like to call it putty, because it seems to me like Play-Doh. You get it all together, then you chill that for 30 minutes and you bring it out and you run it on the sheeter.
Rock Springs Cafe makes so many lemon meringue pies that they have to make the lemon filling in a kettle. But at home, you can use a double boiler and just make sure you are cooking it at low heat for a long time.
I love pie like this because the recipes really haven't changed for 100 years or more, so it's really tied to tradition and making it consistently the same way each time.
All right, we gotta go to the Jack Daniel's pecan.
And to be honest, I've tasted a couple of these. They're not overly sweet. They're like super balanced.
Yes.
There's like tartness in the apples, tanginess in the key lime.
So good.
That one's the best so far.
Uh-oh. Okay, I haven't had banana. I'm saving banana for last since that's my favorite. Shut the front door.
Right? It's so good.
We all know pies aren't the most healthy of options when it comes to meals, but
You have to sometimes allow yourself to enjoy.
especially at certain times of the year where it's a special occasion and you want to have something that's not that good for you, but it's so good.
How often do you eat pie? Here.
Me? I have to stop myself.
Well, if you had to choose one, which one would you choose, Angel?
Out of these ones, it's definitely the key lime.
I am impressed by all these pies. Like, you have like an idea of what pies should taste like, because I've had like most of these pies before, but these just taste so different than like other pies I've had.
Yeah, well, they're fresh made, and they're your own ingredients, you know? It's not like the store-bought pies. This
No.
is the legit pies.
Yes.
I'm grateful that there's still businesses out there able to be operating for over 100 years in the middle of the desert.
I think that says something about the quality of what they're creating and how they're doing it.
You don't have to complicate things or make them intimidating for yourself. Do what Grandma did. Use basic ingredients and make it simple.
You're not following the traditional recipes, you're doing your own little spin on them.
Yes. And that's why it's Rock Springs Pie.
If you know someone else who loves pie, share this video with them, and then watch our video where we make chocolate from raw cacao. This isn't the Hershey's you're familiar with, but it's really delicious.